Canada. Last year it was ugly in Canada. Mike Zeisberger for Postmedia News, and all 7 teams did not make the playoffs. First time in I think over 4 decades that Canadian teams are shut out of the playoffs. And I don't know, looking ahead, I don't know if we're going to see that drought completely end in the sense that all 7 are going to make it. But when you're looking at the landscape, and there's some good teams, there's some bad teams, there's probably going to be some middling teams, but who do you like in terms of could make the playoffs and possibly go far? And are we going to see that drought end where we get a Stanley Cup in Canada?
I'm not sure we'll see the drought end, Mike, but I'm high on the Montreal Canadiens in terms of they will make the playoffs. And it starts with Carey Price. He's going to be healthy. Anytime you have Carey Price, and we saw it at the World Cup, he's back in form. So I think that automatically makes him a playoff team. I like some of the moves that they made short term. I still don't agree with the PK Subban trade. I don't think I ever will. He embraced that city so much. I think he's a wonderful talent. They just didn't like, as he said the other week, it was not a hockey trade, it was a character trade. But for the short term, Shea Weber brings leadership, he brings muscle, he brings that intimidation factor. I'm going to love to see the power play with Brendan Gallagher and Andrew Shaw standing in front of goalies and hacking and whacking and doing whatever they do. And let's see how Radulov does, okay? I mean, the jury's out on him. We know he's a very talented player. I really think that the Habs have the chance to go the furthest of any Canadian team. On the other hand, you look at a team, if we're talking from heroes to zeros, I really don't like the Vancouver Canucks right now because, Mike, what direction are they going in? Are they trying to rebuild? I mean, I don't think they're good enough to contend right now, and yet you've got the 30-somethings and the Sedins and Ryan Miller there. I think that there's a very good chance that the Vancouver Canucks finish the lowest of all Canadian teams.
Yeah, they don't have that young group kind of pushing up yet where they're ready to take that torch. Unlike a team like Calgary, where you look at Johnny Gaudreau just gets signed, Sean Monahan, Sam Bennett, you're going to have a Matthew Tkachuk possibly making the team this year as well. And let's not forget, which could also obviously be the biggest acquisition of the summer, Brian Elliott in net.
Yes.
Calgary had the worst goals against average and the worst save percentage as a team last year. And now you're getting a guy in Elliott who finished 1-3 in those categories last season for St. Louis. Different situation going from St. Louis to Calgary, but I think we saw it 2 years ago that Calgary has the talent to be there as long as they get decent goaltending. And with a new head coach, you figure those X's and O's might be a little better as well this year. Now, staying in Alberta, I know a lot of Edmonton fans are really hoping this is the year that it happens.
Say it ain't so, Mike.
I know. And I don't think they're going to be in the conversation to get Nolan Patrick with the #1 overall pick. That being said, I just don't see all the pieces quite coming together this year for Edmonton. I think Connor McDavid's going to be fabulous, quite possibly could challenge Sidney Crosby or whoever for that Art Ross.
Agreed.
I like Milan Lucic to a degree in the sense that he's going to make it a little tougher maybe for them going into a Western barn and kind of having to deal with the Getzlavs and some of those bigger teams. But overall, when you look at their overall defense and just the third, fourth line and how everything's coming together, I think they're still another year, possibly 2 years away. So we'll see how it works out. For Postmedia News, Mike Zeisberger, I'm Michael Traikos.